Alright guys, I'm back with another video. Sorry I was gone for so long. I just, life got a little crazy, had to take a break, but coming back with another edit macro video. So yeah, I'm gonna be going into more depth and answering your guys' questions. So yeah, first of all, what you're gonna want to do is open up Logitech G Hub or whatever software you use for your mouse or keyboard. I'm going to be showing you how to do it, how to make a macro on both your mouse and your keyboard. So what you're going to want to do is go into whichever one that you're going to be using, whether it's your mouse or your keyboard. I'm going to start with the mouse. It doesn't matter what mouse you have, as long as it has a software that you can make macros on. Basically what you're going to do, you're going to go to macro, you're going to hit create new macro. On Logitech G Hub, you should be able to just go straight to the assignments whenever you click on it, whether it's on the keyboard or the mouse. If you have like a mic or like a webcam, this will also show up here. So you want to go to your mouse, you want to go up here to the top right where it says desktop default. Yours might do something different, not too sure. You want to switch it to Fortnite default, and you'll be in your Fortnite profile. And what you're going to do is go to macros, under assignments, go to macros, then hit create new macro. Now before you do that, you need to go and locate your edit settings. Go to keybinds, and then whenever you go to, shouldn't be combat, it'll be building. Look for building edit, and whatever that one is, that's going to be the one you push first, and then select a building edit. This one you can do left mouse button or whatever you I think the normal one is left mouse button to like confirm your edit, and then you can also have another keybind if you feel like it to select your edit, but it doesn't really matter. And what you're also going to need to have on is go to your game settings, it's the gear icon, and you go to building and make sure you have confirm edit on release. That is very important. And then once you know your edit keybinds, so for me it'd be E and T, I'm going to do that just so it's easier. It doesn't matter which one it is, just as long as you have two for edit, and then select building edit, and then go back to G Hub. Then make sure to switch back to your Fortnite default profile if you had to go back, because then it'll switch to it'll switch to the desktop default, and if it doesn't, then you're good. And then go to macros, go to create new macro. In this macro, edit, whatever, doesn't matter. And then you can do sequence, which don't do sequence unless you have something that you want to do with it. But you can do toggle, which basically means you click it and then it keeps going, and then you click it again and then it stops. Or you can do repeat while holding, which you click the button you assign it to, and then while you're holding it, it keeps going. Once you let go, then it stops. For this, I'm just gonna hit repeat while holding, and then start now, record keystrokes, and you're just gonna go do whatever you're you hit your edit button and then your select button and then your edit button again. I think I haven't done this in a while, so you guys will come along with me. And then you're gonna want to delete the times between the two keys, not the key down, key up for the same key, but the time between your edit key and your select key. So it should look like this. You should have edit down, edit up, like your button, your keystroke, and then there should be nothing there, and then it should be your select down, select up, nothing there, and then edit down, edit up. And then you can tweak your values for your time in the middle. Like for me, I'm just gonna do 30 milliseconds per each, and this may not work for you. or it may work for you. This might not even work for me, honestly. We'll just have to see. And once you have that, you can add more if you want, but it doesn't really matter. Click save, and then now for your mouse, if you're doing it on your mouse, you simply hold, you click and hold on your macro, and you drag it over to whatever button on here you want. Like for I have the G502 Hero, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 buttons. So if I wanted to, I could set it to the DPI shift, but I like to use that when I'm sniping, so I get more slower look speed, you know, targeting speed. Jeez. So just for this, I'm gonna put it to my button right here, and this will be G7, which is the one that is like the furthest away from your pointer finger. And then once you have that, you would need to go back to Fortnite, and then go to, you know, creative, whatever you want to do. And then once you are in there, once you are in creative, then what you're going to want to do is just, you know, go to your island. I don't remember what this is. No. Yeah, just go to my box right now. Why not? I'm not going to actually go into it or like use it as intended. But what you're going to want to do is go into your map, if you want. Go somewhere where you can just place down a cone or something, and then just push it. If you have it set to toggle, then you're just going to push it once and it's going to keep going. If you have on hold, then you'll just go to speed and hold. But if you have it on no repeat, then you're just going to have to keep pushing it. You know, and so this right here is kind of slow. So what you can do is you can go back to G-Hub. So whenever you go back, if you have to click on another thing or whatever, it'll pop up with this thing on the bottom. Says desktop default is now active. Would you like to keep configuring Fortnite default? You're going to want to click yes, and it's going to switch you right back to Fortnite default. What you can do to edit your macro is you just click on it. Just one click. And then now I'm going to set this as a 15 millisecond delay. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to say, you're going to need to click, oh gosh, sorry. You're going to need to click use standard delays at the top to uncheck it. And then you'll be able to edit it again. And then now you'll hit save once you've done your edit. And then you're going to go back into here. You're going to do it again. I'm recording, so this won't work as well. But, you know, just basically tweak it from there, and then you will find your preferred you'll find your preferred speed. So like for me, you know, I'm gonna go back into here, and this is just because I'm recording, so everything is gonna be a little higher than usual. Oops. We're gonna put this up to 20, and then we're gonna go back, and then we're gonna click hold in. See, now it's better. It's definitely not the best, like when I actually go editing over. And then if you want to do this on your, if you want to do this to your, to your keyboard, make sure that you're on your Fortnite default profile. Or if you go to manage profiles, you can go to Fortnite, and you can add like a specific profile for that same thing, and then you can mess with all your macros and stuff. But you know, that's for you to mess with. What you're gonna want to do is, if you want to do it for your keyboards, you already have some stuff for like OBS, my recording system. You're gonna take that edit button and then put it to F1, F2, F3, F4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, you know, anything from there. Because on my keyboard specifically, you can only map the F keys or the function keys. It doesn't matter which one you do it to. It's just your preference. So once you drag it in there, it'll be there. and you can go back in, and then you can hold that. You know, that's the action editing macro. But and you can even, if you really felt like it, let me go back. You can even, I'm gonna quickly switch this back to just the default F1 key. If you really wanted to, you can actually go into, you know, whatever, your keyboard or mouse, doesn't matter. You can go to macros. You can go into Fortnite and find your pickaxe button. Where would that be? Combat? Harvesting tool? No. Where would that be? It's not harvesting tool, it's like toggle harvesting tool or something. Where is it? You can't search either, so that's kind of stupid. Mouse wheel up. So I have a bound somewhere. Hold on. Here it is, toggle harvesting tool in miscellaneous. You can have it as L or middle mouse. You know, it doesn't matter. You could have it as like something on your mouse or something on your keyboard, and then whenever you go into G-Hub, or you know, once again, whatever software you use for your mouse, they're usually all the same, like the Razer, Logitech, they're all the same pretty much. You can go create new macro, just pickaxe. You can go repeat while holding, and then you can just push it once, and then uncheck use standard delays, and then put that to like, you know, 15 or something. Okay, maybe not 1. That doesn't work very well. And then save. And then you can pickaxe. That's definitely not how you spell pickaxe, but you know, it doesn't matter. Go to Fortnite default. Make sure you're still on that, because if you have it on desktop default, then you're not going to be able to use these macros in game. But you will be able to whenever you're like in your normal web browser or just something else. You're gonna want to take that macro, put it on whatever button you want. I like to put it on my mouse wheel to the left, and then go back to Fortnite, and then grab something from my inventory. So I don't know, just a weapon. Grab this Havoc, and then I hold it. Like whenever I push middle mouse wheel, it toggles it. Whenever I hold it, just that, you know, instead of having to push it manually. You know, it's completely up to you. The limits to macros are pretty much endless, and since they're macros, I don't think you can get banned. But with the edit macro, I would not recommend using it in like a public match, especially if you have like a what is it? Especially if you have like a click macro, for like if you're really bad at spamming pistols or something, you know. See if it's just like a normal, just like this pistol right here. If you're bad at just like, if you're bad at spamming it, you know, it's not a good idea to make a macro to an auto clicker macro essentially to fire it for you, because you might have a possibility of being banned. So yeah, I would not recommend using any sort of macros in public games, except maybe like a pickaxe one if you've made it. So just spam toggle pickaxe a lot. It's completely up to you, but just use this at your own discretion. Just be careful. If you're gonna use an edit macro in game, just, you know, let it be. Just like you just killed someone, you like, you know, it's completely up to you. And remember, don't copy my settings exactly for the edit macro, because all of our computers are different. Some of ours are faster, some of ours are slower. Like I've recently upgraded mine sometime last year towards the end, so now I can handle this a little bit better. Like I can record a little bit better. I can maybe start going to upload YouTube videos more to answer your guys' questions. And speaking of, we're going to go and answer some of you guys' questions. Go to YouTube Studio. Hold on. I'm gonna go to here. We're gonna switch profiles. And then now we're gonna go YouTube Studio.
So let's switch to emission, and now I can paste.
We're going to go to comments, and then we're gonna go to I haven't responded to. This guy terrible. It is so slow when it edits the floor. You just need to basically go in there, go into GHub, and just figure out just the settings. You know, you just need to go and tweak the time between each macro or each keystroke, and it should work. Just tweak it as much as you need to. It worked, but I deleted the macro and it still works. Spams left click. How can I fix that? If you go in there, I would maybe recommend not using left click, like bind, select, edit as a different, as like key on your keyboard. Doesn't matter if you have a keyboard for that software. If you just have a mouse, then you can just you can still use like the keys for your macro. You just can't bind it to your keyboard, you know. Like you can't, like if I were to get a different keyboard that was not Logitech and was not compatible with the software, I would not have a keyboard here. It would just be my mouse. And like I can still go into macros, create new macro, you know, and then go no repeat or whatever, and then go record keystrokes, and I can still type things and it'll be there. I just won't be able to oh no, I don't need that. You just won't be able to map it to a keyboard since you don't have one. You can still map it to your mouse if you have one. But I would recommend just not using left click. Maybe use I don't like, for me I have T, but if you're using that, then use a different one. Doesn't really matter. You know, just do that, and just like completely delete the macro if that's what you're asking, because I don't really understand how you do that. And yeah, I just want to know how to set the wheel to move my timeline from left to right. What? I don't understand that question. Pickaxe tutorial. There it is right there. I explained how to do that. Nice vid. Can you make one both the G502X Plus? It is the same thing. It's just a different mouse. It's the same process. You just put it on. I don't know exactly what the G502X Plus is. It's obviously a newer version, but I've never seen it. Honestly, never heard of it. It's the same process with the macros, how you make it, and then you just drop it down onto whatever button that you want. This one. Thank you so much. Thank you for guiding my other comment. Alright, not work for me. This video will definitely help, Shadow. It's more in depth. You know, drop a comment if it helped. When I try to edit like 3 block of wall edits fast. Okay, so for this right here, this is what you want. You want is like a drag edit. Basically, instead of it just being, you know, one file edit like that, a drag edit. That's what I want. I don't exactly remember how to make a drag edit macro. I can troubleshoot it right now. If I go to macros, drag edit, go to I'm trying to think. I think it would be repeat while holding, maybe. And then record keystrokes. My guess would be E, and then left click, and then wait a second, and then maybe do that, and then basically it'll be remember, uncheck use standard delays, and then maybe set this to like 4,000 milliseconds or 4 seconds. put this to like 20 milliseconds, whatever your computer can handle. Make sure to remove the time delay before in between E and your left click. And then I think this should work. I will take out this edit macro and then put in the drag edit. Oh. Okay. And I will test it out. No promises that this will work, but I will try it. By the way, the black flashing it's me, not your phone. Okay, so definitely, so my hands down on the keyboard anymore, and then it will do that. So what I'm seeing here is you do not want 4 seconds as your delay time. You just go in here and then you keep editing it. So I'm gonna go 1,500 milliseconds or 1.5 seconds. This also might be way too long. You know, not too sure. I'm gonna go back to here, and then we're gonna do that. It's also way too long. If I click it, and now I'm not. It's way too long. So what we need to do is go back in here and edit it again. Just go into macros, drag edit, and we're gonna put this to 500 milliseconds. Obviously, as like you're gaining more speed in like your editing, you're gonna need it to be faster. You're gonna need it to be faster. But just like here, I'm just pushing, dragging, and it's doing it. You can do for any edit. You know. Doesn't matter. You know? And then I use scroll wheel reset, so I just have if I go into here, building edit, mouse wheel down, and then the reset button, yeah, and then reset building edit, mouse wheel down, so I can just scroll down and go. And then I still think that is definitely a little too slow, so we're going to go back into here and we're going to set this to 250 milliseconds. I guess that's 0.25 of a second, which is pretty fast. And then now you can do that. You know, obviously it would be faster if you're trying to do like quad edits and stuff. It's just up to you. You keep tweaking it and whatever your computer can handle. That'll be oh, it's the animation. I haven't played this game in a while. But yeah. Let's see, let's go back to YouTube Studio here. Mine just doesn't work at all. Not sure if it's the place I put it on my mouse, but I press G, my edit button, right click, and nothing happens. What I think you might have not done is you need to do G. For you, it would be G. If you have your edit select as right click, then you need to push right click. But if it's, you need to basically bind whatever the second button is. So in my case, it would be left click, which should be left click for pretty much everybody. As your edit select button, it need to be edit select button, and then edit again to make it work. And then you just adjust your times in between the two. And then, hey, can you tell me how to do a click and drag? I have edit as right click, so you're going to want to do what I just showed in here with the edit, with the drag edit. Instead of using left click, do right click, because that is your edit select button. Oh no, you have edit as right click. Sorry. You're going to want to put your edit button, instead of using E like I do, put that as a right click, and then go back to here, hold down the button, so to select the build. What you want to do is you actually want to set it to, you want to click no repeat. That is my fault. I didn't realize that's what you really needed to do, because if you have it on repeat while holding, If you just keep holding it, it'll keep doing it. But if you have it as you just click it, it'll do it once and then it'll be done. Go back to here. I click again, fails to shoot my shotgun, give me kill. Okay, and I believe that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just remember, I tried my best to answer all of your questions in this video. I'm sorry that it's so freaking long, but you know, and make sure to use code XOLEAD4155 in the item shop whenever you are buying something. It'll really help me out. Make sure to like and subscribe. You know, share the video if you have anybody that also wants to know how to make an edit macro. You know, do your thing. Please consider subscribing though, it'll really help me out. And yeah, thanks for watching.